show, Lisa's Entertainment World Daily. I wish I were joking about that. A little cloudy today, but that's okay because we got work to do on day number 2 of the week already. It is Tuesday, and if you have a job that you really don't like, can you think of something that you really just, in your fantasy of all fantasies, really like to do? Like, how about be a cameraman in the film industry? Well, Brian Dzyak is on the phone with us, and that's exactly what he's written a book about, what I really want to do on the set in Hollywood. And then in parentheses, what you really need to know about having a real job. How are you, Brian?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for having me, Lisa.
How much fun is that, to get to actually work on the set in major motion pictures?
It's a lot of fun, actually. I mean, before I started, I never really thought about the fun part. It was just something that I always wanted to do. So I'm not really qualified to do anything else, so I'm happy that I'm...
That's a pretty scary place to be. I know that all I've ever done is bartend and radio, so I keep flipping back and forth to particular areas of employment.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah. So I would imagine as a cameraman, you're responsible to keep your big mouth quiet, right? You can't give away anything and talk to anybody about what's going on behind the scenes.
You mean like dirt? Is that
yeah.
What yeah, I mean, there's a certain amount of quietness you need to put up with, but no, there isn't a lot of dirt to tell, really. I mean, we go to work and we do our jobs, and people see what we do at home. Hopefully.
All right, well, tell me what this book is all about. What I really want to do on the set in Hollywood.
Well, a lot of books out there tell you about how to make a movie. This one tells you about how movies are actually made. So the idea is that after reading it, the aspiring filmmaker will be able to make better choices and decisions regarding their career, so that they'll end up where they actually really want to be.
So is this? Do you have an agent, or is this something that they just do open hiring for? Or do you just?
I'm a freelancer. Most of the business runs on contacts and relationships. So most people are completely freelancers. We're not employed specifically by anyone except on a per-job basis.
Okay.
Some people have agents, but for the most part, it really depends on your relationships with other people.
Great. It sounds like a really different and fun thing to do for a living. But there's a certain amount of skill involved, yeah?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you need to know what you're doing, definitely. But, again, a lot of it has to do with who you know and what they know about you. If you establish a relationship and a reputation for being good at what you do and being a nice person, that's really very important, then you'll probably have a successful career. If you're...
All right, so a kid comes to you and he says, I want to do what you do for a living. Where do I begin?
Unfortunately, there is no silver bullet, easy answer. It's all about a lot of hard work and just putting in time, a lot of times for free, just establishing yourself, letting people know what you do. Resumes, unfortunately, really don't help a lot. Even film degrees don't necessarily help a lot. It's all about what you can do and who you know. So if you go out and establish what you can do, and build up a network of people who know what you do and who you can call for work, then you'll have a career.
So I imagine, so some big director or producer is watching a film, wow, this camera work is so amazing. So you sit there and just wait for the credits to roll to get your name.
Yeah, pretty much. That's that happens sometimes. A lot of it is that. I mean, it's not even just cameramen. It's everyone across the board. The usual people you think about are actors, but it's production designers and art directors, cameramen, of course, prop people. Everyone behind the scenes who makes that image on film is important. So when a movie comes out or a project comes out, TV show, commercial, or something that really stands out and someone notices what is extraordinary about that, they're going to find out who did that particular job that struck them and go seek them out.
Good deal. Our guest is Brian Dzyak. He's written What I Really Want to Do on Set in Hollywood. And what is it that you really want to do, Brian?
What do I really want to do?
What do you really want to do?
That really changes. Seems to be on a daily basis. I think what I'd really like to do is direct a movie. I've got several screenplays that I'd like to do. I'm really happy as a writer. I like being a cameraman, don't get me wrong. But as I grow older, my shoulder starts to hurt more. Actually, I've got a doctor's appointment in about 45 minutes, actually. So I've got continued pain from that they don't tell you about in film school. But
right. Well, I should hook you up with my nephew. I have a nephew out there working as a director's assistant. He just decided to get on a plane, get out of Cleveland, and see what he could do. And he's actually worked on some pretty big films with some pretty big people. So he's making some headway, and I guess that's what it really takes. You just got to decide to do it and do it.
That's pretty much what I did. I helped in my car once. It was a blizzardy January morning about 18 years ago. I helped in my car, and I remember my father telling me maybe I should wait till tomorrow, and I didn't. I said I just need to go now, and about 4 days later I was in Los Angeles and just hit the ground running, and I don't feel like I've stopped since.
And where are you from?
I'm a small little town called Swanton, Ohio.
Okay, so same state as us.
Right outside of Toledo.
All right, so just south of Detroit.
Right, exactly.
Awesome. So you're practically our neighbor.
Right.
All right.
So anybody can do this. I mean, it just takes perseverance, enthusiasm, passion, and you really need
good attitude.
That's what it takes.
All right. Well, that's good information. If you want to know more, get this book, Brian Dzyak, What I Really Want to Do on Set in Hollywood. Thank you so much for your time on The L.E.W.D Show.
Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it.
All right. We're taking your phone calls and your emails as we do every day, 216-862-2855.